All right, crew, day 3, sugar fasting. Quick update for the morning. I'm coming back from a little grocery haul. You can imagine on carnivore or keto, you don't really eat a lot of fruits. So I went to the store and I went and got myself some fruits, some blueberries, strawberries, some mixed fruits, some canned fruits. I did get the nerd candies. Again, I'm not a big candy person, but why not? Let's give it a go. Let's try it. Had my sugar bomb this morning, feeling like $1,000,000. Weighed in this morning right after I woke up at 209. Like I said from yesterday's video, the 214 was just transient water weight because I had been strict carnivore for quite a while. And lo and behold, what comes up on my YouTube channel this morning is Jerome, my final fasting guru. Yeah, like he's just my spirit animal. He decided he's going to start doing this. I was super excited. And then double whammy, Tim Ernst, who's somebody that I've been following for a long time. He's about my age. He's a little bit older, but he's my age. He's really good physique, great, and he's been doing keto carnivore for a long time. He says he's going to jump in the fray. So I'm just really excited that this community of just people giving it a go, giving it a try, getting them out of that dogma. I know for a fact that I have a lot of carnivore people. They're just going to spout off and say, oh, you can't have all this sugar because it's going to make you eat all the things and binge and crave everything under the sun, and I thought the exact same thing for a very long time. I remember having arguments with people, but really when I broke it down, I'm like, have I ever isolated just having sugar without the fat and without the protein? No, I haven't. So I'm like, how am I to go and tell people that, there's only one way to do this and this is what's going to happen if I've never tried it myself? And so here I am, day 3 on this thing. I'm already loaded up with sugar this morning. I feel like I have an endless amount of energy. I'm ready to go to the gym later today, and I'm just not feeling like I need to eat anything. Even though I just got some stuff from the store, I'm not thinking about eating it when I get home. Again, like Cole keeps pointing out, just eat normal. And I think that is the hardest part, that psychological piece, because for a carnivore or for an intermittent faster or for an extended faster, we always just are thinking about what we can't have, and then when we can have stuff, we overdo it. I was thinking about this earlier yesterday, or in the evening. When we re-eat on a refeed, especially when you're doing rolling 48s or even more 65s, where you're not eating anything for days on end and you're just slamming the coffee just to keep yourself going throughout the day, when you get the permission slip to eat that food, you're not eating normally. You're hauling it in. You're shoving the food in because you've been depriving yourself for days. And so getting out of that mindset is really, really hard, and I'm going to implore all my carnivore keto people out there, if you've never tried just eating sugar without the carb, without the fat and without the protein, give it a try, all right? I kicked the coffee straight out. I don't even feel like I want the coffee. I had a little bit of a coffee headache, but ultimately it's a non sequitur, and I haven't had coffee in 3 days. I can't remember the last time I went 3 days without coffee. It's pretty insane. But anyways, I'm going to splice this with evening discussion. I want to kind of get more into talking about Jerome and just what his approach is, and Tim and what he's kind of spelling out there, and really just kind of maybe address some other things when it comes to this new way of thinking and approach. Again, I'm not trying to chase any calories. I'm eating intuitively. I'm eating until I'm satisfied and I'm full. And then if I'm hungry a little bit later, I eat a little bit more. That's what it's all about. And it's a whole different mindset than just not eating, splurge, and then not eating. Trust me, it doesn't feel comfortable at first, but immediately you're like, okay, this is something different. It's tangible. I'm not worried about my weight loss, although I know that's probably going to come, and I'm not worried about the calories. I'm tracking everything, but it's at the end of the day. I'm not tracking it throughout the day. to keep myself in some artificial calorie count. Again, I'm just eating, and then after the fact, I'm capturing how many calories that is and when. So, all right, we'll splice this in with the evening video, and we'll catch you up then. Bye. All right, crew, welcome back. We're in the twilight hour of day 3 of sugar fasting on the sugar diet. And I just wanted to give you a quick update. I was able to figure out how to post an image of everything that I eat during the day. So that's what I'm going to do going forward, is I'm just going to overlay everything I ate, including my macros, etc., for the day. That way it's easy. You can just see it on the screen right now. And so let's talk about today, the rest of the day. I went to the gym with my wife. I did a sugar bomb before the gym. I hit 3 PRs on 3 lifts. Felt amazing. Then after that, I went and taught some karate, normal karate day, and I just had so much fun, so much energy. I was doing all the exercises with the students, and then I got home and I had a sugar bomb for dinner, and now I'm out here walking just because it's a beautiful night here in Florida. And so again, just to reiterate, I'm not chasing any calorie count. I'm just eating intuitively. I'm eating normal. I'm just eating when I'm hungry, and that just so coincides with the fact that I'm not eating that much calories. And when you look at my food and stuff, it also shows all my metrics. So all the times I'm taking walks, earlier today I was just sitting in my chair. I was doing some work because I work from home, and I'm like, I just need to go for a walk. I just had so much energy, and I just bolted out the door. So when Cole's saying stuff like, you're just gonna move more, he's not lying, okay, guys? So I wanted to briefly talk about Jerome from Finally Fasting and this new channel I discovered called Sugar Punch. Lacti, I can't say his name, but he has a really cool channel. He's an older fella, and he's working on through this. And others, Tim Ernst, like I mentioned earlier. The cool thing about this diet, or this approach, or just this sugar diet, is everybody's doing it a little bit different. Everybody's doing it with different intentions, with different starting points. And I just think anything that allows that much flexibility really has some value. If you think about where everybody's in their journey on getting healthy. Some people are working through autoimmune system problems. I used to have a lot of problems with that. So I just wanted to point that out, that like this diet just really dials in on the ability to tailor it to whatever you need, and really just have a basic principle of just eat sugar, right? If you need to eat more, eat more. If you need to eat less, eat less. If you need to eat vegetables, or you need to have some fats or some protein, then do it. But overall, it's a really cool approach. So all my keto and carnivore people out there, if you're on the fence, if you're like, I don't know, but you've been stuck, you've been stalled out in Stall City, right, for however long, and you just feel like adding fasting days, or you're just dialing in more and more on your carnivore, and you're eating less and less and less, and it's just not working out for you, just try it. Just give it a try. Like Cole says, just give it a 72-hour, 3-day sugar fast. Just get rid of all of your fears when it comes to losing protein. And it's so right. Mark Belly, Smelly Bell, just put out a video, I don't know, yesterday or the day before. I just watched it this morning, but he was like, now we're talking about losing protein, but yet you can do 2, 3, 4 days of no eating whatsoever, and nobody bats an eye. Like, how silly is that, where you're thinking, oh no, I'm gonna lose some muscle mass, and it's like, what are you talking about? Carbs are protein sparing. Like, that's all you're eating is sugar, carbs. Like, I don't get it. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I want everybody to know that it's okay to be scared, it's okay to be nervous, but just don't just think about it like it's I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. Because that's how I was for so long. I was like, oh no, carnivore's the only way to do it because it worked before, and it's not really working now. But I just gotta buckle down. I just gotta work harder, and I gotta fast longer. And you just keep getting stuck, and you keep getting stuck, and and Cole is right. He was on a live today, and he's like, you can lie to yourself all you want, but at the end of the day, when you're fasting for 2 or 3 days, and then you eat 3,000-4,000 calories, that's not normal. And I mentioned that this morning, like that eating that amount of food at one time, that's not normal. And so I love that we're getting back to a place where I'm just eating intuitively. It's still hard for me, but at the same time, like I'm working through it mentally. That space of getting out of that thought process of like, oh, I'm not eating enough. It's like I'm not hungry. And then at the end of the day, I tally up all my calories, and I'm at like 13, 15, 1,600 calories, and I'm like, but I'm full, and I'm going to bed full, and I'm not hungry. Like that seems like a pretty good place to be. So anyways, I'll see everybody on day 4. And again, remember, the weigh-in is always 1 day behind. So the weight this morning that's going to pop up on the screen is from yesterday, or I weighed in this morning, but it's from the food from yesterday. So always keep that in mind. Okay, everybody have a great night, and I will see you in the next one.